Hello, I haven't really done content around building strong teams in a long time, and I just wanted to share four things that I think you can do to follow up on tasks. You know, when you work in a team and you have these team meetings, and there are action points that need to be accomplished within a short space of time, sometimes you cannot afford to have people miss deadlines. But how do you do it? I mean, do you police people? What do you do? So I'm going to give you just four tips that you can do as a supervisor or a manager to follow up on tasks. Before I give you the four things, I want you to subscribe if you haven't already, like this video, and leave me a comment if you have found what I'm going to share very helpful. I do remember that people have got different systems they use to follow up on tasks. I know that we've got different apps that are there where people can generate tasks. So it doesn't matter what system you're using, whether you're talking verbally with someone or you are sending an email or you're talking to them through an app by sending reminders. But let's just go through the four things. So the medium, it doesn't matter, just the four things that I feel like you can do as a manager to follow up on tasks. The first one is ask for progress. Now that the tasks have been generated and someone has been told the deadline and how to do what they are meant to do, perhaps you can one of the videos that I did was how to give clear instructions. You can watch that video as well. I speak about how you can clearly stipulate your instruction for your team to follow. So the first thing is you ask for progress. We already know what needs to be done by when, by whom, and how. So ask for progress. How do you ask for progress? You don't wait till the very last minute. Let's say you were given a task to do before the next board meeting, and these tasks perhaps were locked in with being assigned to different individuals as action plans, and now you want to ask. So it's either you capture the reminders on the system, depending on which system you use. Obviously, I'm not going to name any one here because nobody's paying me to do that, but you can go on the apps. There's many others. They are even advertised. You generate a pop-up that would ask the person how far they've gone with that task. So you ask for progress. Do you think you'll be done within the given time? You can ask questions like that. How long do you still need? Because the fact that a task has a deadline, it doesn't mean the task should be completed by that time. It just simply means it can't go further than that deadline. So it's always nice to train your team to be on par with their activities, in the sense that they can even accomplish things 3 days, a week early than they are to. So when you ask for progress, someone could respond and say, I've done this 1, 2, 3. I'm just left with 1, 2, 3. That would be the response that you would expect. Oh, I think I should be done in 2 days. I think I should be done in by end of day. That would be the response. You're asking for progress. And then the second one is you offer support. So you decide whichever you want to do. You can do all four, but you can also choose just one or two. Offer support. Sometimes when you are working with, especially if you are working with a junior staff or an intern or a trainee, and they're given this task, obviously it was well explained. But guess what? Sometimes when somebody has been given an instruction, it really translates differently when they're actually doing it, especially when they're doing it for the first time. So offering support is another way you can follow up on the task. Hey, I know that you're working on 1, 2, 3. Do you need any help from me? What can I do to help? How far are you with this? Do you need help from me? Anything, I'm here to help. And then the third thing is you can encourage. An example of that, it does not have to be, I guess, perhaps linked to the current assignment, but you could possibly say, I liked what you did with the what they did in the past. I look forward to see what you're going to do with da. That's an encouragement. You are giving them a reference of how well they did the last time. Other people might find that as an encouragement. Others, it might give them, put them under pressure. So be mindful, because obviously you know your team, what works, what doesn't work, what kind of encouragement do they need. You could even say, I can't wait to see that. I know that you're going to bring it, you're going to bring this home. If it's a new client that they are wanting to secure, you can give encouragement. It doesn't matter what you say, but as long as it affirms them and it tells them that you are aware of the hard work they're putting in. It also gives them an opportunity at that time to know if you are if you're going to notice. Sometimes your team would feel like you're not paying attention when they're working hard, when they're accomplishing things. So giving encouragement, sometimes it could be a word of affirmation, it could be really just giving motivation so that you infuse energy within your team. And so when you are encouraging, just know that you're making them aware. The fact that you're making your team members aware that they have tasks that they're supposed to do, it just feels warm. It feels, like you're making them part of the team. When someone just, gives out action points and the only time that you will hear them about is the next meeting, that's not nice. People lose momentum within the 7 days. If you're meeting once a week, they lose momentum. And so in between interaction is needed. I know sometimes it feels like we are babysitting. Well, it's not babysitting. It's called building a strong team. A strong team is not an abandoned team. It's a team that has a present leader. So phone someone and say, I was just thinking about you this morning. I hope everything is going well. How far are you with this? You're encouraging them. You are very much present. You're not policing. Don't take that in a wrong way. And then the other thing is you can set the reminders for both the person who's doing the task and yourself. The first one was asking for progress. So you can generate a message that is asking for progress. Again, setting a reminder could be maybe 2 hours before deadline. Remember to submit this report by 5 p.m. kind of a thing. So that's the difference between. The other one is is asking for progress. Someone needs to respond and tell you how far they are. But a reminder is only saying, hey, remember you've got this, deadline on Tuesday. Please keep it. You can either put a reminder a day before. Perhaps you are reminding people about a meeting that they're going to have. You can't always just assume because they accepted your Google invite or your whatever invite, they will remember. Others still forget to set reminders for that same meeting, and so you have to set it as the principal person who generated that meeting or who generated that request. Set a reminder. I needed this to be done. Please remember to submit this. Remember to call so and so. Remember things like that. Remember to deliver before 5. So those are the 4 things. First one, ask for progress. Obviously, nice and easy. You're not policing anyone. Offer support. Ask where you can help. Encourage other people. They don't need anything but encouragement, depending on who you're working with, especially with juniors. They need a lot of affirmation. They need to know that you are part of what they are doing. You have not neglected them. You have not deserted them. And then the other one is setting a reminder. That's the fourth one. I hope that you find this helpful. Please like, share this video, subscribe if you haven't. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.